and Team JHS on this T side.
Yeah, JHS, hopefully they've done their homework here, Train. Not one of those regular maps that you get to play on a daily basis unless you're specifically scrimming for that. So let's see how well they're able to do here in the first half on the T side.
Yeah, and Team Overcome, 3 sets of armor, a diffuse kit on Falcon, and a 5-7 in smoke onto Amaterasu here. As the side of JHS are slowly moving up here towards mid. They're actually completely split up here, just deciding and trying to go in for that early information play before they can come into a bomb site.
Yep, indeed. They're going to be playing it nice and slow here, not committing in just yet. Cyclone is going to be holding up any push from ladder for the moment, and let's wait and see. The bomb is still in fact, back alley if I'm not mistaken. So the smoke is going to come in from Cyclone towards Ivy here, and we might see a quick push coming in from JHS.
Yep, the smoke is going to be deployed here as Falcon will back away. But Shabby and Amaterasu are going to play a little aggressive, and Monster is going to get taken down immediately by Hush, who has that Tech 9 Great Boss strap there. Juven is going to follow up with a second kill onto Minato and Falcon as he goes a bit too aggressive. And Shabby, he's going to drop down and he's going to get a quick headshot onto Cyclone here. We've seen this man play. Will he be able to clutch this one with Amaterasu?
Indeed, it's a 2 versus 4 situation here, but JHS do have a couple of players on really low hit points. Harsh gets taken down as well. It is a 2 versus 3, and the shot coming in from Amaterasu drops UN here. 2 versus 2. Shabby drops Nepo, and how did this go also bad for JHS, RatZ?
Oh man, I have no idea. Overcome just playing it really strong here, and it's a good thing they got that diffuse kit onto Falcon as he was nearby, and as Amaterasu, he picked up that diffuse kit and diffused that bomb immediately for this team.
Well, JHS, they must be kicking themselves there. 4 versus 2 post bomb plant, they had that done and dusted, but Amaterasu and Shabby stepping it up. Put Overcome on the board here, 1-0, and it's gonna be a complete eco, in fact, coming in from JHS. Only a few upgraded pistols to work with.
Yeah, Love, he is gonna be at mid while Cyclone is gonna be close to B halls here. And the rest of the team, they're just playing it really slow, just waiting for someone from the side of Overcome to make that push. But Overcome, they're not going to be buying that just yet, as they are holding very close angles here. Monster holding Pop Dog really close, and if Cyclone decides to fall down, he could be in a world of trouble. Falcon, he's going to get a bit of damage here from Juven, who is coming in aggressively. Juven will take the fall as Falcon will take him down immediately.
Indeed, man, and this round, it does look like Overcome are going to be able to overwhelm JHS here. Monster finishing things off, putting the CT side on 2 rounds.
Yep, and now we can see a pretty strong buy coming out there from the side of Overcome. I mean, JHS, they just bought secondary pistols in, so they can go in for another buy. So it was a fast and smart move coming from them, as Overcome was able to read the situation. Most teams, they don't normally do that.
Indeed, man, but this is sort of a standard trend these days. When you do manage to get the bomb plant in the first round, you go in for that hard eco, and you're going to be able to buy into the 3rd round. For the moment though, we're going to see Shabby playing real aggressive here from Heaven, looking at B halls.
Yeah, Cyclone just trying to get that shoulder peek and bait that shot, but Amaterasu is there to back him up. So Amaterasu, will he be going in close? Will he be going a little too aggressive here and try to get a couple of picks and also get some information for his team?
Yep, we'll have to wait and see on that. For the moment though, like I said, 4 AKs out. Falcon takes a lot of damage here at Ivy. He's going to be pop flashing himself in by the looks of things. In fact, he does go ahead and fall back all the way to CT spawn here. He's going to be looping around from behind, and UN, he doesn't seem to be going for the push anytime soon.
Yep, Juven is just looking for that initial pick there, because that's going to be of much help. And now it looks like Cyclone might make the drop here towards Poplar, but Monster is there holding the Monster will take him out immediately. That opening things off in this round. And Nato holding behind Blue Train here at mid. He might be able to get a pick up on the Lava, and he will take it out immediately. But Hush is there for a quick comeback. But Monster just being himself and getting a lot of monstrous kills. But now it's a 2-on-2 situation, and this bomb plant might go in favor of JHS.
Indeed, man, but we've seen Shabby be the monster he is on that AWP. He's going to be coming in towards the A-bomb site, really excited, and bomb does go down, but UN shuts things down. Amaterasu though has different plans in his mind here. It is a 1 versus 1, UN versus Amaterasu here coming in, but UN is going to shut things down. JHS managed to get on the board on the back of some heroics from UN.
Yep, and that is actually going to reset the economy of Team Overcome, as they weren't able to close that gun round. But again, the side of JHS, they lost too much there, so they won't be having a very good buy. Basically, you're going to see the buy coming, the buy that you normally see in the second round coming in for JHS in this round.
Indeed, man. It's going to be a quasi buy by the looks of things here. They do invest into Kevlar and helmet on 3 of their players, and it's going to be only a 50-50 to work with for Shabby. 2 players already taking the fall from the side of Overcome here. JHS, they still aren't out of the woods just yet.
Yep. And Shabby playing it super aggressive. Will be able to spot out Cyclone here. He will spot him out, but he is in a bad spot at the moment, as Cyclone is just playing around with him, and he's going to go into this deep box. But Amaterasu meanwhile gets 2 quick kills on this A-bomb side here, leaving Cyclone the last man alive with just a Mach 10.
Indeed, man. Amaterasu shuts the push coming into that A-bomb side, manages to recover an AK as well. Same goes with Monster there, and this Mach 10 is not going to be able to do much work against a couple of players on Overcome who do have invested into Kevlar and helmet this round.
Well, Cyclone and Monster, they're going to be going around, looping around each other. But Monster, he's going to be the one looking behind himself, and as he gets the kill on Cyclone, bringing Overcome to a 3-1 scoreline.
Indeed, man. JHS, they just managed to get 1 round. They're not able to build more on top of that, and they're going to be immediately reset here, and it's going to be a hard eco coming in for the side.
Yep, Shabby here with that AWP of his, he's going to be going on towards connector here, but the entire side of JHS, they're going to make this fast push onto this deep box area, and Amaterasu is going to be there with Monster. Monster is going to do that fire up towards top there, but they don't care, they're just pushing it forward, and Amaterasu is just spamming away through that wooden spam box there. He is going to get the kill, and now it's a 2-on-5 situation for the side of Overcome.
Yep, standard anti-eco coming in for Overcome. Manages to keep all these 5 guns alive at the moment, and Harsh as well as Cyclone look like they're not going to be able to get much done through B-halls.
Yep, and Monster Cyclone here, and Cyclone nearly takes him out though. That's going to drop him to 50 points of health, but he will close the round nonetheless, bringing this to a 4-1 scoreline. And the economy for the side of JHS still not looking good, as they needed that bomb plant last round, so they're going to have to go in for another eco and hopefully try to get a bomb plant and enough money to buy up for the next round.
Yep, indeed, man, and that's exactly the plan here, as they do invest into a couple of smokes which are going to, in fact 3 smokes which are going to allow them to execute onto a site here. They do have 3 Tech 9s and a couple of 350s. Let's hope though that they're able to get the bomb plant in, as Monster is going to be boosted up in the most unconventional of positions here in Ivy.
Yep, and UN looks like he has no idea, he won't be able to spot him out there. And Monster is going to back away for now, as it looks like it is not working. Stay away and get Nato is going to get 2 kills for himself. Make that 3 kills in fact, while the last player, he is hiding all the way down, and Monster is going to be the one who takes him out.
Yeah, and Overcome again, man. Nice clean round coming in from the CT side here, but the money situation now is much better on the JSS on the back of that double eco coming in, and they're in fact gonna invest into 4 AKs and an EWP out onto Love.
Yep, and Love, he's only got a single kill in this game with 6 deaths, so he has to make sure he gets these shots on point here. Shabby is already waiting with an AWP if Love decides to peek and show himself, but Love is going to be playing it really safe here, just checking out if anybody decides to push out Ivy.
Indeed, man. Love is going to be playing it nice, and he does spot one out though, goes in for the shot, is not going to connect in though, but he's going to be pretty much forced back all the way towards back halls, and he's going to try his luck here from Ivy this time around.
Yep, Falcon going to be playing a little aggressive here at Ivy. He has no idea that Love and Juven are there, and Love is going to take him out immediately, bringing this to a 4-on-4 situation. And Juven, he's going to push past this A bomb, and he's going to be towards the back of his A base.
Indeed, and the Molotov coming in is going to stop Juven for the moment, but the peek from Shabby at the perfect time drops him there, and 3 versus 4. The AWP though is still in play for JHS, so let's see how much they're going to be able to make headway into this round, as Nepu does push aggressively into the A-bomb side.
Yep, and Minato, however, he is there alone in this A site here, while the rest of the team, they're going to go towards this B bomb site. So it's all down to Minato if he'll be able to hold this push. If he doesn't, then this bomb plant is going to go down in favor of JHS. And Monster, he's going to get a quick kill out there. Spray away, but Harsh gets back here, but Minato will close things off.
Yeah, JHS's gun round doesn't go their way as they get completely shut down. Overcome onto 6 rounds. JHS, yes, this like I said, this is still a very CT-sided map. So if they're able to get a few rounds at least onto 5, that they still could theoretically mount a comeback.
Yep, they could. So, and looks like Shabby is on his usual position here, while the entire side of JHS are going to be rushing onto this. Monster going hard as he gets 2 kills, but Cyclone and Hut will not let them do so, as Shabby is taken already in position for it. He gets a shot onto Juven here, but the rest of JHS, they haven't decided to commit in just yet.
Indeed, man, and beautiful play there from Shabby. The flick managing to connect, bringing it to 2 versus 3 here with only an MP7 to work with for Nepu, and they're pretty much sandwiched into this B halls here for the moment.
Yep. Shabby just trying to go and get some wall bangs here and try to deal some damage to the side of JHS, but JHS, they're just holding their ground here. They do have a weapon on Hush, so they might be looking forward to save these weapons, but it looks like they are going in for this bomb plant here, and the smoke is going to come down, and Falcon, he's going to just spam through the smoke and get a kill there. So Overcome 7-1 is the scoreline. JHS, they just only got 1 round on the board, so they have to make it, like, try to get at least 4-5 rounds in this key half.
Shabby spamming away there from connector. I'm not sure if he managed to get the wall bang out onto Harsh there in B halls. We'll have to go back to our replays to see if that was the case, which did mean that he was really low when he came into the bomb site there and get dealt up with pretty easily. But it's going to be again a gun round coming in from JHS. They pretty much have the complete round bonus here, but Nepu though is going to have to work with only a gully.
Yep, and looks like Love, he's setting up for that flash onto this A bomb. Drop down and get taken down immediately by Monster, who drops down to first one. And he's going to be aggressive as he takes down Harsh as well. Minato is going to slam dunk the hell out of Cyclone and brings us to a 5v2 situation here. The double up setup is working is actually coming Overcome is working, but it wasn't the ops that did the damage, it was the rifles.
Indeed, man. Minato as well as Monster did a lot of work in that round, and Overcome are gonna get out onto 8 rounds here, and the money situation on JHS is yeah, they're pretty much working with the maximum loss round bonus now, so they're gonna be able to buy into pretty much every single round here.
Yep. And looks like a member from the side of JHS has disconnected, so we will be, oh never mind, he's actually back. False alarm, ladies and gentlemen. He is back in this game, and we will be resuming really shortly here, as the side of JHS, they're going to invest in 2 AKs, a P90, and a couple of secondary pistols to work with. So they'll have to actually try and get around and stop this momentum coming out of Overcome.
Yep, indeed, man. They're going to pretty much completely invest into whatever they can muster up. But Teresu holding this B-bomb, Shabby playing up real aggressive here. He's going to in fact finally drop back down from heaven and take up a much more defensive position. But we've seen him holding this position really well in more than one occasion earlier.
Yep, and it all comes down to this first shot here. As you can see, both Amaterasu and Shabi are looking at the same place. The execute did come in from the side of JHS, but it might be a fake. But that's gonna come to a halt as Minato is gonna spot them all out, and the information game is underway. They know that Minato is gonna get taken down by Yuven. So will Shabi, but it's all down to Amaterasu before his team can give him back up.
Indeed, man. Amaterasu does open things up here. Goes for the second shot. Monster ends up actually burning alive here. He's gonna come in with a big loop around. Does manage to drop Nepu. Yuven though does get the pick off onto Falcon, leaving him the last man alive. 1 versus 2. Yuven gets one. Can he make it another one? Amaterasu though is formidable on this AWP, and with the bomb, he's gonna have a much bigger advantage. In fact, he switches to that 5-7, dropping Yuven and putting Overcome on 9 rounds.
Yep, Overcome doing a brilliant job right now as they're just playing out of their minds.
Indeed, man. They are. There is absolutely flawless play coming in for Overcome and JHS. They're gonna invest into 5 rifles here. Their standard executes are pretty much easily dealt up with by Overcome. They need to switch things around.
Yep, and Overcome, they're actually pretty spread out. They've only put Shabi all alone onto this B bombs, and it looks like Falcon is going to take the fall as he pushes in aggressively. Yuven is going to punish him for that, and now they're going to switch things around as Amaterasu will take that IV position with that AWP, and that's a dangerous spot for the side of JHS to be in, because AWP, man, 100 damage in 1 shot.
Indeed, man, and Monster does get dropped here, and the spray down coming in from Minato shuts down that push coming in from Pop Dog. JHS, they seem to have got the opening pick. They did everything right until that moment, but rushing in through Pop Dog through that, pretty much cluttering up together, not the right decision.
Yep, and now it's a 1-on-2 situation, all up to Nepu here, as he has to take his 2 AWPs. He does take out Amaterasu, believing this to a 1v1. Shabi and Nepu, they are going to have to find each other and try to get the picture. But Shabi will find out Nepu and take him out immediately. It's a fast round coming out of Overcome, and the scoreline is 10-1.
10-1, man. JHS can't seem to catch a break there. Nepu doing pretty much everything right until Shabi shuts him down, and looks like they're going to eco into this. They want to invest into maybe an AWP in the next round, that is.
Yep. And Falcon again going. Looks like Falcon and Monster, they're going to be playing aggressively. Looking at the bad spot as he gets his head picked up immediately. A rush coming out of Minato. They line him up for him as he gets 2 quick kills. Make that 3 kills for him as Love is the last man.
Yeah, and he's going to be shut down as well by Monster and Overcome. Get onto 11 rounds in rapid speed there. Minato with the textbook defense of the A-bomb side.
Yeah, I mean, they lined up for him, so he just went and popped their heads up 1 by 1 with the M4A1S and the USPS.
Indeed, man. You make it so much sound so much easier than that actually was. But regardless, Shabi this time around though is going to be taking that up towards connector. There goes for the shot, but it's not going to connect in on anyone just yet. And looks like JHS, they want to execute onto the A-bomb side again.
Yep, Cyclone already crossed that mid spot here, but and they've also smoked it out. They're thinking about moving in, but Minato's playing it close, so if they decide to push it forward, they could be in a lot of trouble. And Love, he's going to get that first quick pick on Falcon here, and Shabi playing it very defensive inside, holding that pop out region. And Minato, he's going to get the kill onto Cyclone, but it's going to be immediately cleared off. And a Monster getting the kill onto Yuven here, going to drop that pop flash, going to come out, and what a play from him, just like a ninja monster in the making, just jumping around. As he gets another headshot onto Love here, leaving Nepu the last man alive.
Yep, Nepu, he's going to be putting in here. He's been in more than a couple of clutch situations until this point, and as the previous ones turned out, he's going to be unlucky as Overcome get onto 12 rounds. But this time around though, they're going to be having money to invest into AWPs if they want. JHS.
Yeah, JHS, they can go in for a single AWP, but they've decided not to, as they're only going in for a full AK buy and a Tech 9 onto Love here. So they'll have to be pretty careful. They've been rushing on and off in this entire map here, but it hasn't seemed to be working for them. It looks like he's spraying into that smoke, but he won't be able to deal much damage to Cyclone. But there you go, Cyclone will get taken down there. back from a monster. So I'm not sure what happened. He's just playing like a complete monster.
He seems to be in a hurry to finish things off in this match here, pushing in aggressively through B halls, and Cyclone pushing in blind through the smoke and flash. Not the best decision of his life.
Yeah, and looks like the entire side of JHS, they're gonna just fall. They're just going to fall one by one here to this defense of Overcome, as Overcome might be able to take this 30 round unless Juven pulls off a miraculous 1v5 clutch with 9 hit points.
Yeah, but that looks highly unlikely here, as he's more likely going to be looking to save this gun into the next round. But Falcon, he's going to get taken down by Juven here, but his position has been figured out here. I expect Overcome to come in for the shutdown, and Monster is already on it.
Yeah, Monster will take him down. And now is the last round of the first half. The economy for the side of JHS is not looking good in their favor. So they will have to go and just quickly go for a quasi by their full sets of armor, Deagle onto Nepu, 3 AK-47s and 1 Khalil assault rifle. So not looking too good for the side of JHS at the moment.
Yep, indeed, man, and the utility doesn't look all too good either, as smokes are raining in here towards Nectar on the A-bomb side, but immediately the Molotovs coming in towards mid there is going to shut JHS in their tracks. Harish though open things up here, make that two quick frags going the way of JHS, but Monster does get one back for Overcome.
Yep, and he's going to get a quick kill onto Cyclone here, and that's going to clear up the B bomb side. Meanwhile, Avatarus is just holding his ground here behind the train near the back A, and Juven looks like he might actually make the peak, but he is waiting for someone to show himself. And Shabby, will he be able to get the kill onto Harsh? Though Harsh is waiting for him to show himself. So the side of JH is playing it really slow and not trying to make any mistakes. And Juven, he's going to get the kill onto Amateur, so bring this to a 2v5, make that a 1v5, and it's all down to Monster.
Indeed, man, and Harsh does get one kill though, but Monster is there to take down. This is down to a 1 versus 2. JHS post bomb plan, they definitely hold the upper hand, but Monster, we have seen him be the monster that he is. He's gonna go in and flash and try to tap the bomb here. He does spot one coming in is not going to be enough, as Love does put JHS onto 2 rounds to close things off here in the first half.
Yep, Overcome have got a brilliant lead at the moment, so they are gonna be having a very comfortable T side. But if JHS shows the defense, then Overcome could be in a lot of trouble.
But with only 2 rounds to work with, it's going to be an uphill task to say the least for JHS, and they're going to have to open things up by winning the pistol round, else Overcome are just going to be a little too hot to handle for the CT side.
Yep. And looks like the match is coming to a pause here. Not sure which team called for the pause. Looks like Overcome, they're set in for a pause. So they're going to strategize. This is a tactical pause coming out of them.
Indeed, man. And we're going to wait on a couple of moments as the players do reconnect. In fact, they're trying to get this game on its way real soon. So we will have the first round of the second half coming in. And Shabby is going to be investing into that raid boss here. He's going to be rocking the Tech 9. Monster going to be investing into a Tech 9 himself here, and Minato and Shabby in fact are going to be the 2 players with Kevlar here, and Amaterasu is going to buy up a smoke, and I'm guessing this is going to be a execute here, split between mid as well as top.
Yep. So you can see Overcome, they're making a lot of noise here, but Cyclone, he is trying to get some information. He could get taken down if he makes the wrong move, so you better be careful.
Spraying away there towards ladder is not going to be able to do much damage. Cyclone though is still healthy on 91 hit points, so they're going to be playing it nice and passive for the moment, but let's see if JHS can hold this impending push coming in from Overcome.
Yeah, but Overcome, looks like the execute is coming onto this A bomb site here, but it might be a potential fake, and as Falcon is going in, throwing in flashes, but never mind that. This is going to be an A execute in itself, as Amaterasu, he's going to come in with bomb plant and he's going to drop this bomb really soon, but Neku, he just spamming away through the smoke, trying to get the shot onto Amaterasu, but it will not help. And he's going to throw that smoke, and he's going to get spotted out too. And now it's a fire for overcome as they take 2 more, make that 3 more members on the side. But Love, the last man alive, is going to take down 2 immediately. He's going to need the clutch if he's got a clutch list for his team, and he gets another one. But Amaterasu will close things off with a quick kill.
Indeed, man. Overcome get on to 14 rounds here, only 2 rounds away from finishing things off. JHS, the all-important pistol round in the CT side, just not coming together, and they're gonna be forced buying into this here. They do have 4, 5, 7 and a deagle to work with on Nepu, but it looks like it might not be enough for the CT side here.
Yep, and you can see Juven playing it up close and aggressive, while Cyclone is going to be playing on top of this green train here at mid. And he's going to be supported by Nepu, but looks like Amaterasu is going to be pushing aggressively with Falcon. And Amaterasu, he takes down 2, and they're going to be moving aggressively through the bomb side. But Cyclone is going to firefight with the bomber there. Shabby, but Shabby is going to get some help from Monster, and they're going to get this bomb plant.
Yeah, the bomb plant is going to come in here. Love, the last man alive, with pretty much the entire hopes of JHS on him. This is, however, the double elimination. It isn't as cutthroat as it was in the last couple of rounds, but he's going to be taken care of by Falcon, putting Overcome on map point.
Yep, and Overcome, you know, they're still sticking with those SMGs. And JHS going in for the double force by, I mean, 2 deagles, 157 and 2 scouts to work with. They are scout onto Love and Cyclone, so they're going to have to try and make this defense. But Overcome just playing it out of their minds, getting as much kills as they can. So Overcome looks like they're going to make that quick push onto middle here, onto this A bomb site. And they could be short shot like Love is going to take a shot, but Falcon will get taken down here. As Amaterasu is just going to go have a firefight. He's going to throw that molly up just shortly, and Monster just gives it he gets 2 quick kills, and this A bomb set is all his for taking.
Yep, Monster, he's pretty much done with this game here. He wants to finish it right here, right now, and Harsh is going to the ladder, but Minato is there to shut him down, putting Yuven here, the last man alive in mid, with only a defense. He does get taken care of by Shabby, and Overcome with a very, very standard shutdown of JHS with I would say a monstrous performance. 16-2 go into the upper bracket round of 16, while JHS are going to drop down to the losers bracket.
Yep, and looks like the side of Overcome, they're going to move further ahead into this bracket. And I guess they will be facing the winner of Invictus versus TSG, if I'm not mistaken.
No. That's going to be much later. In fact, Invictus and Overcome, I'm guessing they do face up against each other in the upper bracket semi-finals, which we're a long way from for the moment. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed this cast. If you did, please go ahead and leave us a subscribe on our YouTube channel. But don't go anywhere. We will be back with the last game of the day. Team Brutality will be in action soon, so stay tuned.